the edge of the evening, watching the daylight fall. No words left to rescue, no shadows on the wall. Your hand was warm in mine, but lighter than before, like we both already knew what we were waiting for. No blame in your eyes, no storm in mine, just two hearts learning to unwind. Here's to where we let go gently, no shattered glass, no war, just a quiet understanding. We don't need it anymore. We were beautiful and fleeting, like colors in the sky, and we loved without destroying when we said goodbye. I remember how you laughed in the middle of my fears, how we held each other steady through uncertain years. Not every love is meant to outlast the sun. Some are just a season that teaches us to run. We didn't lose each other, we just changed the shape of what we were. Someday, when I hear your name, it won't undo my peace. It'll sound like distant music, soft and sweet, and I'll smile for who we were, not ache for what we're not. Some endings are a blessing disguised as love. Here's to where we let go gently, no broken wings to mend, just two souls who understood when love had reached its end. We were never meant forever, but we were meant to grow, and I'll thank the place we stood where we let go. There were things we never said. We were always almost brave, always almost sure, standing at the edge of words we couldn't say for sure. Feelings folding carefully like paper in a drawer, waiting for a moment that never came before. We thought there'd be more time, more chances to confess, but silence grew between us instead of tenderness. Like letters we never sent, like words we never read. All the love we kept inside still echoes in my head. Not angry, not regretful, just wondering what it meant. All the love we were I tell you I was ready, just terrified inside. No blame, no broken blame, no need to repent, just two soft hearts, like letters never sent, like letters we never sent, like dreams we let go by. We were a quiet story underneath the sky. Not everything unfinished is something to resent. Some love just lives forever, like letters never sent. If there's more than this, sometimes I feel like I've known you long before we met. Like every road I walked alone was leading to this step. There's something in your laughter, something in your eyes that feels like deja vu across 1,000 skies. Maybe love remembers what we can't recall. Maybe we've been here before, through it all. In every lifetime, you, in every version of my heart. No matter when or where we are, we'll never be too far. Through different names and different truths, through every point of view. If I had to choose forever, in every lifetime, you. Maybe once we were strangers, passing in the rain. Maybe once we almost met and missed it once again. But somehow fate kept turning, like it always knew that every path would circle back to you. No distance long enough, no time too wide, could ever keep your soul from mine. And if there's life beyond this one, beyond what we can see, I'll search through every universe until you're next to me. No matter how the story shifts, no matter what we lose, my heart will always know to choose you. In every lifetime, you. When the stars are rearranged, when the world is born again, and everything has changed through the endless coming through the old and new. If forever calls my name, it leads me back to you. Even in the dark, I've seen you at your weakest, when the world felt heavy on your chest, when every step felt like a question, with no place to rest. You try to hide the breaking behind a steady smile, but I could see the flicker even from a mile. You don't have to be unshaken, you don't have to be strong. There's a light inside you that's been there all along, where the light still finds you even when you fall, even when the night feels like it wants it all. Through the cracks and through the fear, through the doubt you hide, there's a glow that never leaves, burning deep inside. You are more than all the voices that try to pull you down, more than every silence here that never made a sound. When you forget your worth, when you lose your view, I'll be the mirror reflecting you. No shadow lasts forever, no storm can overrun the smallest spark of hope out shines the sun. And if the dark surrounds you, if the road is hard to see, lean into my shoulder, let it be on me. We don't need perfection, we just need the truth. I'll walk through every shadow back to you, where the light still finds you through the deepest blue, through the nights that test what we can do. When the world feels endless, cold and unkind, I'll still see the brightness you're trying to hide. Look up with me. We stood beneath 1,000 nights in cities far from home, different streets, different lights, but never alone. Every star above our heads felt quietly true, like the world kept opening, a sky meant just for two. No crowd could ever take away this space we're walking through. In every wide horizon, I still see you. There's a sky meant just for two, wide enough for all our dreams, soft enough to hold the tears we never seen. Through the blue and through the gray, through every shift in you, no matter where we are, there's a sky meant just for two. We don't need a perfect view, for two, holding everything we are, every hope, every scar, near or far, through the years that change their tune, through whatever we go through. I'll still look up and find you under a sky meant for two. Not every love is loud. We don't crash like thunder. We don't burn like flames. No fireworks above us. No need for crowded names. Just the way you say I'm here when the day runs long, and somehow in your silence I feel strong. They say love should be a wildfire, lighting up the dark, but ours is like a candle, guarding every spark. When love stays soft, it doesn't break. It bends with every storm we face. It doesn't shout, it doesn't boast. It's in the moments that mean the most. Through every tear we never show, through every quiet hope. Love doesn't have to be loud when it stays soft. We've had our share of heavy nights where words were hard to find, but even in the distance, your heart was close to mine. You don't promise perfect days or skies without the rain. You just keep choosing me again and again. No grand gestures needed, no diamonds in a box, just your steady heartbeat when the whole world knocks. And if the world grows restless, if the lights begin to fade, we won't need a pause for the love we made. It's the quiet kind of magic that never falls apart. The softest kind of loving is the strongest heart. When love stays soft, it holds the line through shifting years, through changing time. It doesn't have to prove or rise above. The strongest kind of forever is a gentle love. Listen. When the noise of the world fades out and there's nothing left to prove, when the words we held too tightly finally let us move, in the hush between our heartbeats, in the calm of everything, that's where I hear your love begin to sing. We don't need 1,000 voices, we don't need applause, just the quiet truth of us. Until the silence sings, until the air turns cold, when there's nothing left but feeling for us to hold. Through the tears we couldn't hide, through the fragile things, I'll be loving you Every ending has a door. We've been standing at the edges of goodbye too many times, watching chapters slowly close between the lines. But every time the night falls and we think we've reached the end, we find a deeper reason to begin again. No matter how the story bends, no matter where we've been, there's a spark that won't burn out. It pulls us back within, where forever starts again. 'Cause right here in your arms, after every storm we faced, through every harm, when the world says this is over, we refuse to bend. Love is just beginning, where forever starts again. We've seen the cracks between us, heard the silence aloud, felt the weight of heavy doubts like a breaking cloud. But even in the rubble, even in the pain, there's a seed of something stronger in the rain. Every tear has led us to a truth we can't pretend. We are made of second chances and begin again, where forever starts again. After every fall, through the rise of hope, beyond the wall, where the last door tries to close, we'll find a way within. I'll still be loving you, where forever starts again. Every ending has a door. Can you feel it? There's a moment in the silence right before we speak, where the world stands still around us, fragile, slow and weak. In the pause between our breathing, in the calm between the storms, I can feel forever taking form. It's not written in the loudest words or promises we say. It's hidden in the quiet truth that never fades away. In the space between heartbeats, where the seconds disappear, where your soul is touching mine and nothing else is near. Through the chaos and the noise, through the doubt we defeat, I find eternity in the space between heartbeats. We don't need the perfect story or a flawless line, just the rhythm of your laughter, keeping time with mine. Even when the world is shaking, in the stillness of forever. In the heat, love is always waiting between our heartbeats. In the space between heartbeats, when the world feels out of reach, when words are not enough and tears begin to speak. Through the rise and fall of time, through every high and deep, I'll still be loving you. Between our heartbeats. Before the world can name us, before we understood, there was something pulling like a force that always would. Every twist of fate and fortune, every crossroads sign was carving out a future where your heart meets mine. No matter where the years may run, no matter what we face, there's a veil beneath our skin time can't erase. It's a promise carved in time, deeper than the shifting sand, stronger than the tides that try to pull our hands. Through the ages passing by, through the grand design, I will always be your home. In this promise carved in time, let the mirror show us older, let the seasons rearrange. We are more than fleeting moments, we are something change can't change. Every breath a quiet witness, every heartbeat rhyme, writing out our story line by line. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the road is steep to climb, we will lean into forever, one step at a time. And if the pages all are turning, if the ink begins to dry, we'll rewrite the ending, you and I. No force and no creation, no distant paradigm could ever break the sacred promise carved in time. It's a promise carved in time, etched within our souls. Through the rise and through the fall, we stay whole. When the final chapter closes, when the last bells chime, I'll still be loving you. In this promise carved in Even if the light goes out, if the morning never breaks, if the daylight doesn't come, if the blue above us fades, when the sky forgets the sun, in the darkness without warning, in the cold and endless run, you'll be the only fire burning when it's done. When the world turns unfamiliar, when we don't know where to just a spark. We were thunder in the silence. We were light inside the dark. If tomorrow never finds us, if forever comes undone, your heartbeat is the rhythm my forever's built upon. No eclipse can hide us, no night can outrun a love that burns eternal, brighter than the sun. And if the heavens close their doors and the galaxies collapse, I'll hold you through the chaos, through the endless black. Even if the universe comes undone, you'll still be my forever, my only one. When the sky forgets the sun, when the last light comes and goes, through the silence of the void, our love still grows. Past the edge of time itself, past what we become, I'll still be loving you. When the sky forgets the sun. When the cities stop their singing, when the crowds have gone away, when the noise of all our worries finally fades to gray, in the stillness of the ending, when there's nothing left to prove, when the headlines lose their meaning, when the lights refuse to shine, there will be one steady truth, your heart close to mine. After the world grows silent, after the skies turn cold, when the last story's written and the last hand falls, through the hush of forever, through the great unknown, I will stand beside you, like we're not alone. There's a whisper in the hallway of every place we've been, footsteps of a memory where our story once walked in. Every laugh still lingers, every tear still calls, like our love was built inside these fragile walls. Even when you're far from me, even oceans wide, your voice is like a melody I carry deep inside. Through the echoes of always, through the shadows of time, I still hear your heartbeat beating next to mine. Across the empty spaces where lonely moments fall, your love keeps reaching me. Through the echoes of always. Photographs are faded, but the feeling never goes. Like a song that keeps repeating long after it's been closed. If distance is a test, then let the miles be brave, because nothing in this world can silence what we made. No silence can erase it, no darkness make it small. What we built together, outlives it all. And if the lights all flicker, if the curtain starts to fall, I'll shout your name into the wind until it breaks the walls. Forever isn't measured by how long we stay. It's written in the echoes that never fade away. Through the echoes of always, past the final call. Through the rise and fall of us, through it all, when the last goodbye is spoken and the silence slowly sways, I'll still be loving you. Through the echoes of always. Don't let this moment go. The city lights are fading, but your eyes are shining bright. Every second feels suspended in the middle of this night. Your fingers trace the silence like a promise in the air, and suddenly forever doesn't feel so far from here. Let the clock stop turning, let the world slow down. In the space between our breathing, heaven can be found. If time stands still tonight, right here in your arms, let the stars keep watching as we fall apart into something else. Every breath, every spark, your heart in mine. Even when the dawn horizon steals the fading light, I'll still be yours completely from this frozen night. This is more than just a moment. We were strangers in the crowd, with heavy hearts to bear, searching for a spark of light in cold and empty air. Then your hand brushed against mine, and something shifted deep, like destiny had woken up from centuries of sleep. Every road that led me here was guiding me to you. Every heartbreak in my past was proof this love was true. When forever finds us standing face to face, when the world falls quiet and we feel that grace through the rise and fall, through every scar and scarlet bruise, if forever finds us, I will choose you. We don't need a perfect sky or promises in gold, just your laughter in the dark and a hand I can hold. Let the seasons turn around us, let the years run fast. We'll build our home inside the now and make this moment last. If the ground beneath us trembles, if the lights all disappear, I will be your steady heartbeat. You'll have nothing left to fear. And if the stars forget to shine, if the night won't let us through, I'll become your constellation, just to light the way to you. When forever finds us at the edge of time, with your soul in mine and your hand in mine, through the final breath, through whatever we go through. When forever finds us, I'll still choose you. When the night is closing in, I still feel you. We were written in the silence before the world was born. Two restless hearts colliding like shadows before the storm. Every tear we ever tasted turned to gold at sunrise. In the ashes of the breaking, we were learning how to rise. If the sky begins to shatter, if the oceans lose their song, you're the rhythm in my heartbeat. You're where I belong. Beyond the final dawn, when the last star says goodbye, when the heavens close their eyes and time runs dry, through the your name. Beyond the final dawn, after everything is gone, through the echoes of the storm, we'll carry on. If the universe resets, if the stars are withdrawn, I'll still be loving you. Beyond the final dawn. Look above. No matter where the road bends, no matter where we roam, there's a stretch of open heaven that always feels like home. Different cities, different faces, different paths and lights, but the same moon watches over our separate nights. And when the distance feels too wide and I miss your touch, I just look up at the stars, and that's enough. Under the same endless sky, we're never far apart. Every constellation connects our hearts. Through the miles between our heads, through every goodbye, we're still together under the same endless sky. Time zones may divide us, oceans stretch and sway, but love was never measured by the space between the days. Every whisper, I love you, carried by the wind, finds its way across the dark back again. No border drawn on any map, no line that we can't cross. When love becomes the compass, we're never truly lost. And if the night feels heavier, if the tears begin to fall, remember every star above has seen us through it all. Even when the dawn arrives and paints the world goodbye, we'll still be dreaming under the same endless sky. Under the same endless sky, where hope refuses to die. Through the changing of the tides, you and I, no matter where tomorrow leads, no matter how we try, I'll still be loving you under the same endless sky. Under the same endless sky. Stay close. The night feels a little heavier when doubts begin to rise. Shadows on the ceiling, questions in our eyes. But your fingers find my fingers like they always do. And suddenly the darkness doesn't feel so true. We've been here before, at the edge of giving up, but love has always been more than enough. When we outlive the night, when the morning starts to break, we'll see the light was closer than we thought it was to take. Through the tears and quiet fights, through the wrongs made right, we're still standing strong. When we outlive the night, we don't need perfection, we don't need a flawless song, just two hearts that keep deciding to hold on. Every scar between us, every tear we've cried, only proves there's something here we can't deny. Let the world be restless, let the storms ignite. We are stronger than a single night. And if the dark surrounds us, if the sky won't clear, I'll whisper that I love you till the dawn appears. We don't need forever to prove what's right. We just need each other through the night. When we outlive the night and the sunrise paints the blue, we'll remember how we made it, me and you. Through the fear that tried to bite, through the fading fight, I'll still be loving you. When we outlive the night. Stay right here. The world can wait outside the door. Let it rush, let it run. We don't need forever plans, we don't need the sun. Your fingers drawing circles on the back of my hand. Feels like all the time we need to understand. Maybe we don't know what's next, maybe we don't have the map, but we have this breath together, and that's enough for that. If we only had this moment, if tomorrow never came, I would still feel lucky just to know your name. In the quiet of your heartbeat, in the way you hold me close. If we only had this moment, I would choose you most. We've both been chasing answers, we've both been scared to fall, but love was never in the future, it was here all along. In the softness of your laughter, in the calm behind your eyes, I found a little piece of home I didn't realize. Let the clocks keep ticking, let the seasons roll. Right now you're right beside me, and that makes me whole. If the sky begins to change, if the road turns unexpectedly, I won't fear the unknown. When you're here with me, we don't need a lifetime to make this true. One honest second is enough with you. If we only had this moment, just this simple light, just your hand in mine through the night. I don't need finally know. I've been searching half my life for something I can't name, a place that feels like breathing without the fear or shame. I try to find it everywhere in faces passing by, but peace was always waiting in your eyes. It's not a house or city, not a place I roam. It's the quiet in my chest when I'm not alone. It's when my heart comes home, when I'm right here with you, when the noise fades out and the sky turns blue. Through every road I've walked, through everything I've known, nothing feels as certain. That's when my heart comes home. We won't always have easy days, we won't always agree, but love was never perfect, it was simply you and me. And every time I lose my way, I feel too far to roam, you pull me back to center, you pull me home. No matter where life takes us, no matter how we've grown, you are my forever, my only home. And if one day we're older, with silver in our hair, I'll look at you and realize I've always found you there. Not in grand beginnings, not in crowds that roam, but in the gentle truth of home. When my heart comes home, it's in your steady hands, in the quiet understanding only love understands. Through the years unfolding, through the unknown, I'll still be right beside you when my heart comes home.